Hi, my name's Dan. I'm 44 and I'm an ultra runner from Shropshire. Oh.
Feeling good? Strong?
Yeah, good. It's going really well actually. Yeah, it's nice. It's working. It's just like up and down.
A bit like a backyard, isn't it?
It totally is. It's that mentality. Yeah, it's a trip. So on that last one up, I ate a mini Mars bar and a cliff shot.
You don't know the backyard. No.
So what about me? There's many layers, like all of us, but essentially I'm driven by positivity and making a difference in people's lives, and especially my own. I'm a family man. I love my kids. I've got three fantastic daughters. I've got a wonderful wife. I live in a static caravan off-grid, and life's pretty special. So yeah, I think growing up, we all have our challenges when we're younger. Unfortunately, I got out of that and found my calling in life, which has been in the outdoors. And then more recently, I've been very fortunate to find ultra running. Yeah, 23 to go. He wanted to get it out of the way.
No, exactly right.
Yeah.
Can you
That's the spirit. It's like, come on, go down. Up and down, isn't it? It's easy, really. It's just a very long walk. It's called intuitive running, because when it's downhill, you just want to run. You blow my mind.
She was going to try to blow my brain, but she didn't.
And a Wrekin 24x24. It's a buzz, isn't it? It's a buzz. The adrenaline's going. You've got a team around you. Like, you're feeling great, and you also know in your bones from experience you can't go off too quick. That's the practical stuff that goes on inside your head, but you can't help but feel the energy of the group and the energy of yourself and everything you've put towards, like the amount of miles you've put in to run this amount of time. So the first lap, I was up there with my mate Ian, who was pacing me at the time, and it was great. We were just having a conversation. It's fairly relaxed. And meeting people on the way up. That was a really special thing actually, was chatting to people on the way up who were asking what the challenge was about and hearing their stories. So it's full of emotion, it's full of excitement and adrenaline, it's full of a little bit of fear, because I know I've done it before, but I've never done it in the darkness. So 16 hours of darkness there. And you have all these emotions, and then you start going, and the countdown goes and you move, and that first lap feels great. And then you're into it. And then like the business end starts taking over, and you're like, okay, all I've got to do is keep moving forward. I think there's a famous quote by Dean Canassis, who's an ultra runner. He's like, how to complete an ultra run is, it goes something like, just don't stop moving. Meeting people up there, and there was a couple I met up there and we were chatting to. They didn't know what I was doing, just ended up chatting to them, and I can't remember, it must have been like 12 or 13, I can't remember what number it was. I think they were saying they were up there to sort of try and rekindle stuff. And I remember chatting to them, and it was just really pure what was coming out, and I was like, I'm surprised I'm saying this stuff. And then he just came over and gave me a big hug. I remember seeing her, she was in tears and just really happy. And she said something really beautiful about the sunset, because the clouds were looking just epic. And she said that her grandfather used to say they are this type of cirrus clouds are the whispers that people carry on for you in the sky.
you see him? That's glorious, man.
All the guys that were there turned up for me to help me complete my challenge, and to have a unit, to have a team around you, to have tribe, like, is the most amazing special thing, because everyone brings something. It's, what's that saying? The saying goes, it's it takes a village to bring up a child. I think it takes a village to support a person in their endeavours, and to see these guys come and push their limits and push their boundaries. Most of those guys there who were with me, and girls, had never done anything like this before, so it was brand new to them, and I kind of wanted to give them the chance to experience what it's like to push yourself to those limits and be part of something. What have I been drinking? No,
I've never tried it.
You know, I suppose it's what, 9 hours in, 31 miles. Like, of course, body's a bit around what you're doing. But, right, okay. Trouble drinking all that, like, whatever that can stuff, it does make you want to wee a lot. Nice.
Well, there's plenty of bushes.
Yeah.
Unless you've perfected the Zach Miller technique.
No, I haven't yet. Run as you go. An ultra race is like a life in a day. I remember coming up with that, what was that tagline? It's not easy. It's not easy doing hard things. That was the one, and that just came to my head, and I just thought, well, that's life, isn't it? You know, go back to starting the race. You're excited. Life's great. You're youthful, and you go for it. And then you get into the groove of life, and you found your rhythm and your pace. And then shit happens. Darkness happens. And there was a dark point in the Wrekin 24 that I did, and it got really dark, metaphorically and physically, like it was night time. I think I'd been in darkness for about 12 hours by that point. I don't really know, it was a long time. And I remember hanging my head down, and everything hurt, and my brain was telling me to stop, my mind was telling me to stop. I wanted to stop, because you start convincing yourself. But I aired that to a couple of the guys, and they're like, right, okay, let's keep you moving. Let's get you some food in. And if I didn't air that, I would have quit. And that goes back to life. If you don't air any of your concerns or problems, or let people listen, or find a group of people who listen, then it will bury you. And so changing your perspective on yourself and changing that view on vulnerability is it's the secret sauce to empowerment, that and positivity, just showing that you can be vulnerable. Not many people know that when I was 20, I attempted suicide. And I kept that secret because I was ashamed, really ashamed. And it's something that's only come up recently because you bury stuff down and you want to move away from that shame. And thank fuck I'm still here now. Like, so doing these events, the reason why has always been the same. It's for those who can't. And my friend Ali and I supported him. I was crew chief, so to speak. I don't know, lead crew, I don't know what it was for that, but he ran the Snowdon 6 Ways for one of our colleagues, Milo, who took his life. So, and then other people closer to you, like the suicide rate for young men worldwide, especially in the UK, is astronomical, and it's really sad. And so these people taking their lives, and it got closer and closer, and you just think, fuck, it's hard because they didn't have the opportunity to talk about their issues. And their only way out of reality was to take their life. I like them.
Hello. Hello, did it?
I didn't want to.
No, you might not have wanted to, but you did it. You did it.
I love you lot.
I love you more.
I know.
And you're still standing.
Just come here, Baz. Come here. Completed it, and I couldn't have completed it without the people around me. And then it was a guy I met the morning before, 24 hours before, who came back and he handed us a £5 and said, I promised you I'll be back. And he said, I'm really grateful for you because I wasn't going to come back today, but I felt motivated. And that was the gold seal. And then you just complete, and then you embrace everybody, and then you go home and sleep for hours.